guys, welcome back to that G site. Guess who's back here?
Joey!
Old school Joey. Hey. Anyway, and today we're gonna cover Kick-Ass 2. I can't believe it's finally here.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it's actually here because I never thought there'd be a Kick-Ass 2.
Right.
Because the first one, although it was like critically acclaimed, it was didn't really, set the box office on fire.
Okay.
Right? So I was like kind of surprised that it actually pushed through.
Right.
And it's got a different director. It's not even Matthew Vaughn anymore. It's Jeff Wadlow.
But it's Matthew Vaughn produced.
Yes.
So it still had
I
his touch.
still saw his name in the credits.
Yeah. So it's got, and of course Mark Miller is like he's very hands-on when it comes to, his comic book properties.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he had like, a lot of say. I don't know. But I was checking this guy's, his filmography, Jeff Wadlow, and it's like this movie called Never Back Down.
Yeah, some British stuff.
I don't know.
That you've never heard of.
Really weird. It's really weird. That Never Back Down is like it's like a street fighting movie.
Sounds like it.
Ultra violence kind of stuff.
Yeah, and then it's like and I saw the rating Rotten Tomatoes 20%.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
No, I did deserve that.
So when I watched this, I was like, I had very low
Same here.
expectations.
Me too.
Yeah.
Except for Jim Carrey. For some reason, the trailer, I didn't know it was Jim Carrey. Only in the end, you realize it's Jim Carrey. Like, hey, this might be fun. Because,
Okay.
a hyper-violent Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. But anyway, synopsis.
I know you're doing it. Oh,
Okay.
Well, it's basically set up, I think, 2 years after the first Kick-Ass.
Well, you can see from Hit Girl,
Yeah,
he's grown a bit.
Mindy McCready has grown up a bit since the death of Big Daddy. She's now like the foster child of Marcos, Morris Chestnut, who's a good friend of Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Kick-Ass, Aaron Taylor Johnson, he's Dave Wisniewski.
Yeah,
Something like that.
pretty much.
He's inspired like this whole generation of superheroes, apparently. Street
He started a
vigilantes.
craze.
Started a craze, all these Dr. Gravity and all
Stars and Stripes,
Colonel
Colonel Stars and Stripes,
all of these guys. While Christopher Mintz-Plasse, the former Red Mist, has become full-on supervillain.
Here comes the motherfucker.
Yeah, he decides, okay, you're the first superhero, I'm the first supervillain, so get it on, bitch. So, there. And Kick-Ass decides that he wants to meet these new superheroes because he wants to form his own Justice League called Justice Forever. But the crucial recruit, which is Hit Girl, she has her own issues why she can't join.
Dealing with high school.
Yeah, dealing with high school and
That-
puberty and then all that, dealing with cliques. So even as she's trying to be recruited, she's kind of refusing. There's conflict there, and until certain things happen that push Kick-Ass over the top and draw Hit Girl back in.
that's basically it. There's really not much to review about this movie, right? I mean,
Yeah.
No, I mean,
yeah.
I was entertained though.
Yeah, I was.
I mean, maybe because the bar was set so low.
So low.
And when you watch it, hey, wow, okay, they managed to keep the spirit of of what Matthew Vaughn did.
Right.
They kept the spirit. We always knew that was always about. It was always one Hit Girl.
Yeah.
It was always about the action.
Yeah.
But another thing also is, Joey and I spoke earlier because neither of us had read Kick-Ass 2, but
Right,
you
yeah.
have.
Yeah,
So you were the
yeah.
one we were looking at and saying, so did it live up to the comic?
Well, I think it did. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that did not make it from the comic to the screen because it's
too
like
graphic already.
It's too graphic already. You know that scene with the where a major character gets beheaded in the comic book. They get
They go Rob Stark on him.
Yeah, they put a dog on the guy's head.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hardcore.
And they didn't kill little children, like you said.
Yeah, and they in the
Yeah,
comic they killed children.
Yeah.
And there was a rape
So
scene.
in the end, by not putting those things, it didn't make a difference. I mean, it wasn't necessary to put
Because
those
it was
things,
really,
yeah.
Mark
Yeah.
Miller works. It's like always for shock value.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
even in the first one, it was never like that anyway.
Yeah.
He always tended to be a little more cautious when it
Yeah.
comes up to the public.
Yeah, you gotta make money, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that whole, with that whole controversy with Jim Carrey backing out, saying,
Yeah, right.
it's too violent.
Yeah.
I don't want to associate myself with this movie.
They're talking to Jim Carrey voice. Whoa.
Although he was good.
I really liked this part. As in,
Yeah.
seriously, for me, he disappeared. He wasn't Jim Carrey. He
Yeah,
was
yeah,
Stars and
yeah,
Stripes.
yeah.
Diba? he did it. It kind of
Because
can
remember
actually act.
The last
yeah.
time he did like a superhero movie aside from being a Riddler was
Yeah.
The Mask.
The Mask.
Yeah, but this was I
This was
thought
different.
Yeah, it was a different kind of
Yeah,
character.
it's not the over the top Mask or
Yeah.
over the top Riddler.
Yeah.
But this was just a different character.
I was afraid he was gonna do a Clint Eastwood impersonation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just a complete satire, and he
Yeah,
didn't do that. He did it. He went his own way.
Yeah.
What do you mean a Clint Eastwood? Who did he?
You know, like
Yeah, the voice and shit like that.
No, I was worried that he was gonna try to take over the movie, by overacting.
Yeah, but he didn't.
no, he did because he was like
yeah.
playing the role that Nicolas Cage played.
Yeah, yeah.
Like basically having a star actor there to give it some credibility.
Oh, you're right, Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So that was a fun. And action-wise, in terms of the story itself, I think it progressed. It well, they kept it they stuck to the comic book, but at the same time, it wasn't like out there. It wasn't messy. It made sense to me.
Yeah.
So I really don't understand why all these people, all these critics, all these top-notch critics are like criticizing it. They're criticizing the shit out of it because I didn't see anything.
Right.
And that's why we have the show.
Yeah.
Because we understand critics and we're... Basta, it was a good movie. I mean, they should stop that.